Welcome back to Spoiler Free Wrestling, everyone. And New Japan kicks off the G1 Climax tournament tonight in Dallas. The tournament will then continue with night 2 from Tokyo's Korakuen Hall next weekend. And in this video, we break down the previous G1 results for each competitor and look at what they are hoping to achieve in this year's tournament. So let's start out with Block A, and we're going to begin with the IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada. Of course, Okada and Tanahashi will main event the show from American Airlines Arena Center in Dallas to kick off the tournament. So Okada, this will be his 8th tournament. He is a 2-time former winner of the G1. The first time he won the tournament was his very first year entering it in 2012. He defeated Carl Anderson in the finals of that tournament. That year, he would miss out on the playoff rounds the next year as he got 9 points. In 2014, he would win the tournament again, defeating Shinsuke Nakamura in the finals. However, he's failed to win or make the finals in the tournament the last 4 years. In 2015, he got 14 points, 11 points in 2016, and in 2017 and 2018, he's gotten 13 points each. And of course, with Okada, not only will he be looking to advance in the block, but any challenger or any opponent he faces who beats him in this tournament could potentially receive an IWGP Heavyweight Championship match in the future. So a lot on the line for Okada, as there is any champion entering this type of tournament. Hiroshi Tanahashi is also in this block, and this will be the 18th tournament in Tanahashi's career. He is a 3-time former winner. He didn't win the tournament until he entered it for the 6th time in 2007. Although he did make it to the finals in 2004. He lost to Hiroyoshi Tenzan in the finals of the tournament that year. In 2007, they had a semifinals and a finals format, and Tanahashi defeated Togi Makabe in the semifinals before beating Yuji Nagata in the finals. 2008, he only got 4 points, 7 points in 2009, 9 points in 2010, losing to Satoshi Kojima in the finals. 12 points in 2011, 10 points in 2012. In 2013, he again went to the finals, this time losing to Tetsuya Naito. That would make it 3 straight finals losses in the G1, or not straight, but 3 losses in the finals in a row for Tanahashi. And at this point in his career, he had lost 4 of 5 G1 finals matches. However, in 2015, he went back to the finals, and there he defeated Shinsuke Nakamura to win his 2nd G1. Finished with 11 points in 2016, 12 points in 2017. He would win the tournament again last year. He defeated Kota Ibushi in the finals, and him and Kota Ibushi will be in the same block this tournament, so they'll face each other in round robin play this tournament. As for Kota Ibushi, this will be the 5th G1 he's entered. Scored 8 points in 2013, 8 again in 2015, 10 points in 2017, and then last year made it all the way to the finals after getting 12 points, where he would lose to Tanahashi in the finals. Also in Block A, this will be Bad Luck Fale's 6th tournament. He scored 12 points in 2014, 10 points in both 2015 and 2016's tournaments. He scored 12 points again in 2017. Now, 2018's tournament was a bit different for Bad Luck Fale. He and the other members of Bullet Club frequently got disqualified, and Bad Luck Fale would finish with only 6 points. As for Zack Sabre Jr., this will be the 3rd G1 he's entered. He's done well in each of the other 2, getting 10 points in 2017 and getting 12 points in 2018. Now, Zack Sabre Jr. could be considered a dark horse in this block. Zack Sabre Jr. Has got wins over Kazuchika Okada, many big names. Of course, he won the New Japan Cup a few years back. So Zack Sabre Jr. is a guy, because of his unique submission-based style, who seemingly can beat anyone. And these sorts of tournaments Certainly, the single elimination New Japan Cup tournament kind of works in his favor. So we'll see what Zack Sabre Jr. can do in the G1 this year. Evil and Sonata will both be entering the tournament for the fourth time. As for Evil, he scored 8 points in 2016, 12 points in 2017, and down to 10 points in 2018. Sonata, this will be his fourth tournament. He's got a total of 8 points in each of the first 3. Lance Archer will be entering his 5th G1 tournament, but it'll be his first one since 2014. He scored 8 points in every tournament he's entered in 2011, 2012, 2013, and 2014. Lance Archer back in the G1. Of course, Lance Archer's longtime Killer Elite Squad tag team partner, Davey Boy Smith Jr., has departed from New Japan Pro Wrestling. So we'll see what the future holds for Lance Archer. He's probably pretty excited to be back in the G1 after several years away. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Will Ospreay will be entering his first tournament. Of course, earlier this spring, Ospreay won a round-robin formatted tournament when he won the Best of the Juniors and went on to regain the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Will Ospreay should be considered another guy who might be there at the very end with the top names in this block, possibly even being the one to go on. How bright is the future for Will Ospreay? How high up the card will Will Ospreay go in New Japan Pro Wrestling? We might find out in this year's G1. And the other name entering the G1 for the first time in Block A will be Kenta. And Kenta's got a lot to prove in this tournament. Kenta built his reputation in Pro Wrestling Noah from 2000 to 2014, but the last 4 to 5 years spent in WWE has taken his stock down a bit. He had real trouble finding his place in both NXT and then on 205 Live. He will want to right the ship in the G1, and the G1 tournament is the perfect place to show everyone what you can do and get your career back on the track that you want it to be. All right, going into Block B. And Block B, we're going to start with Tetsuya Naito. And Tetsuya Naito is a former 2-time G1 winner. He'll be entering his 10th tournament this year. And he scored 7 points in 2010. In 2011, just his second tournament, he went all the way to the finals after scoring 12 points in round-robin play. He would lose to Shinsuke Nakamura, however. In 2012, he'd get 8 points. And in 2013, he would win the whole tournament, defeating Hiroshi Tanahashi in the finals. Of course, that led to the fans voting for his match not to main event the Tokyo Dome that year, which would lead him down the Los Ingobernables past. And then in 2014 and 2015, he scored 10 points. 2016, he got 12 points. And in 2017, he once again won the whole thing, defeating Kenny Omega in the finals after scoring 14 points in the round robin. Last year, he was right there in the mix, but fell short of the playoff round after scoring 12 points. Switchblade Jay White, the former IWGP Heavyweight Champion, will be entering just his second G1 tournament this year. Last year's was his first, and he scored an impressive 12 points. As for Hiroki Goto, he'll be entering in his 12th tournament. He won the entire tournament in 2008. That was his first year in the tournament. He defeated Togi Makabe in the finals. He would go on to score 6 points the next year, 8 points in 2010, 2011 with 12 points, but wouldn't make it to the playoff round. He would fall short of the playoff rounds again, in fact, until 2016 when he lost in the finals to Kenny Omega, as Omega won the whole tournament, and Goto had scored 12 points in the tournament round robin that year. The next year, he'd scored 10 points, and last year, a real off year for Goto in the tournament, scoring just 6 points. As for the never openweight champion, Tomohiro Ishii, much like the other champions in the tournament, I don't believe we mentioned Naito is the IWGP Intercontinental Champion as well. So Ishii, this will be his 7th tournament. He's never scored better than 10 points. His lowest score tally was in 2013 with 6 points. Scored 10 in both 2014 and 2015, 8 in both 2016 and 2017, and then last year bringing his total back up to 10 points. Juice Robinson will be entering his 3rd tournament. He scored 8 points in his first in 2017. Now, last year's tournament he went into with a broken hand, and that impacted his points tally quite a bit. He ended up with only 6. Now, Juice, there's a one key match in the round robin. Juice will be able to go up against Jon Moxley in the round robin, and Jon Moxley, who just defeated Juice for the IWGP United States Championship. And Toru Yano will be entering his 14th G1. He's never scored above 10 points, though that was his highest tally. He got that in 2011 and again in 2016. Last year, he scored 6 points. And then there are 4 names entering their first G1 as part of Block B. They are Jon Moxley. As we mentioned, he is the IWGP United States Champion. This will be his first tournament. Taichi, the former Never Openweight Champion, will be entering his first tournament. Jeff Cobb, who just fell short in his Ring of Honor World Championship match against Matt Taven at Best in the World. Jeff Cobb will be entering his first G1. It'll be interesting to see how he does. It'll be interesting to see how Jon Moxley does too, as Jon Moxley not able to defend that IWGP United States Championship in the United States. He'll have to defend it against a challenger who beats him in the round robin. Shingo Takagi will also be entering his first G1. He's wrestled mainly in the junior heavyweight division. And those are your 20 competitors in the G1 tournament this year. Again, it gets kicked off tonight in Dallas. However, there will be a week delay before night 2 in Cork and Hall. It's the G1 Climax tournament. I know plenty of people upset about Minoru Suzuki not being in the tournament this year, but they're going with a younger crew, a younger lineup, and we'll keep you up to date with everything going on with New Japan Pro Wrestling and the G1. Just make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any news or reports from Spoiler Free Wrestling.